There she is.
Hi.
Hi,
How are
Rose.
you, Yuko?
Finally, I'm so happy to see you.
Me too. Thank you for
Yes.
having me. I love your energy. I've been here by the way. I just couldn't get in.
Oh, really? For some reason, something. Maybe maybe something happened to me. I don't know. I had a hard time to just listening too. So, can you hear me well?
I can hear you
Okay,
perfectly.
so I
I'm
am
gonna
going
connect my
to.
earphones too.
You're gonna plug it. I think I'm gonna unplug my earphones. There you go.
Sometimes I feel like I'm just yelling, so I use this to help me stay focused.
Yeah. Oh, I know. So, how are you today?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful.
Oh,
Wonderful.
good.
Thank you so much for coming. You live in California, right?
I do, yes.
So what time over there? Just
It
I'm
is, it's 9 o'clock.
oh, wow. So
Yeah.
what time you get up?
It depends. I'm usually up by 4 o'clock, but sometimes early. It depends.
Wow. Is that like why you wake up 4? Just curious because I wake up 5, so
Um,
might be the same reason I wake up at 5, right?
well, when I moved to California, I forgot to change my schedule for the job that I had.
Okay.
So I did had to wake up early, to get my workout done before work. But I love it now, and so your body gets used to it. So whether I want it or not, my body is gonna wake up at that time because it's not used to it. And I enjoy it because it's
Yeah.
almost like you wake up before everyone else. You get to do so much and you start
Right.
your day early. So I love it. I love it.
Yeah, you can get so many things done,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Wow. I love it. I love getting up. So you where you used to live? Uh,
I lived in Texas before I moved here. I haven't even been here for a year yet. So it's gonna be a year next month.
oh, so you moved during pandemic. What a
I
great
did.
move, Rose.
Oh my, yes.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Amazing. So, like it's you know, this is my first time talk to you, but actually the reason I wanted to connect with you is you are your comments and the way you connect with people unbelievably lovable. It's just
Oh, you're
amazing.
so sweet. You're so sweet.
Yeah, so like you just like I don't know, I want to know the tip like when you it's I don't know, for sometimes like it takes courage,
Yes.
or like a lot of people they don't even reply, they don't even put a heart.
Hmm.
It's a lot of work,
It
but
is.
it's not work for you.
Um, I mean, there's a reason why I came online, right? And so there are people that you follow, and I mean, when you follow someone, it's like a commitment, right? And
Yeah.
for me, it's kind of like in real life, it's like me saying we're friends. I got your back for real. So I think part of me being online, it's providing, sharing what I know, but also supporting people. I love cheering people, watching them do, being on their craft, doing what they need to be doing. So I'm happy to do it. Yes, it is a lot of work because the more people you follow, it's a lot of people. Like some days I'm like,
I
I
know.
can't wait. Like I forgot to comment on this one, right?
Like
But I can, and I try my best to comment. I try my best to be there. I try my best to support people because we're all growing. We're all trying to make the world a better place. And I think it doesn't matter who you are. Every once in a while, it's so nice to get a message like, "Oh, good job, you're doing it." Like you're doing it, but every once in a while, you're like, "Oh, thank you." So
uh,
I try to bring, like, I get sprinkle a little bit of kindness whenever I can, whenever I get a chance. So I'm just trying my best to be a human being by doing little tiny little acts that I can, right? Like it doesn't have to cost money, but just a little bit of your time. 1 second here, 2 second here. It's something. It makes a difference in someone's life.
yeah, just like I see my comments. Oh my gosh, she just made a comment. That's so nice. You make my day.
Oh, I am glad. It makes my heart smile. I'm glad that it feels good to you. Thank
It,
you.
you're welcome. It's like you said, it's not always money, spend money. spending time is very, very, it means to a lot. It means a lot,
Yes.
right? I would imagine in order to give a love, you are self-love coach, right? I am very curious to know why you made a decision, you made a choice to be a self-love coach, because I am working on it.
Yes,
Self-love.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
If
You
you
know,
can share, I'll be very happy.
oh, thank you. You know, it's like what they say that you want to teach the world or give the world what you didn't have. And so, of course, I didn't know this before, but I didn't grow up with love. I didn't grow up with all the things that I'm giving the world. No one gave me that. I've experienced pain. I've experienced loneliness, like physical loneliness, like not actually having someone to support me and feeling disconnected. Just felt lost, just felt unloved. And I grew up in a family that kept telling me, you're not this, you're not enough, you're never going to be married, you're never going to have friends, like they basically told me, like, I felt like I was terrible and it didn't matter what I did. It wasn't enough. So I really didn't like myself, but I didn't know that I didn't like myself. But it shows up in your relationship when you date people that treat you terribly, when you have friends that don't value you, but you don't know. Because what happens is that you're looking for familiarity. So typically you end up with the people who treat you as bad as your parents,
Yeah.
because somehow, even though it hurts, it's familiar. It feels good. Like it hurts, but it feels good, but it hurts, but it feels good. You stay within them and you're not comfortable with maybe real love because you've never experienced it. So after going through, terrible romantic relationship and just looking around me and seeing how I behaved, I started asking myself questions. I was like, there's something about me, like I'm different. I knew I could see people who came from like a strong family background who were loved. I was confident. I'm a confident person, or at least I know how to act confident. But they had a different kind of confidence. Like you could tell that they do whatever they want because somehow it's like, it doesn't matter what they do. They knew there was someone who loved them. Whereas people like us, you're searching for love. So you kind of want everybody to love you. You're a people pleaser. You want people to love you so much that you betray yourself, right? Like people treat you terribly, but you stay because you want them to like you. So you want
Yeah.
to be super nice. So I noticed that with me. So I started digging deep, started trying to understand myself. And that's when I realized that I had a lot of pain from the past that I never dealt with because I never had the chance to deal with it. Like I grew up too fast and then I was
Yeah.
responsible for myself. Like who has time to cry and be depressed when you have bills to pay, you have to go to school? So when I really started paying attention to my romantic relationship or my friendship and I saw how I was allowing people to treat me, I understood that I was not loving myself. But more importantly, I realized I was like, wow, I am so nice to other people. I forgive them so many times. I'm so compassionate. But no one else is like that with me. Why can't I be like that with me? And
Wow.
so, I've heard like different things like the Bible, like love your neighbor like you love yourself, but no one teaches you how to love yourself. So if you don't know how to love yourself, chances are you probably don't know how to love your neighbor, which is why we judge people. We love them, but it's very conditional. We love them because they do this, because they do that, because they do that. So if they stop doing that thing, we don't love them anymore, right? So
That's
go.
that's so true. That's okay. I know what you mean. You get the point. Yes. I mean, oh my gosh, yes, I can. Yeah, yeah. I mean, oh, I love the neighbor because she brings the wine.
She's not.
Well, I love my neighbor. She brings the wine too. But I know what you mean, though. It's unconditional love. Just you love your neighbor, you love your friends, you love your family because the way they are, not what they have. So
And I
true.
feel like you learn that by also loving someone who's unconditional. So you practice on yourself, right? You know that you have flaws, you know that you make mistakes. Even though you think of yourself as a nice person, I'm sure there's some days you get upset and you say something and you feel bad, but that's okay because you're human. But once you realize that also an imperfect person, and because I deserve to be loved for being imperfect, other people do too. But I need to start to love me. I need to start to meet my own standards, to love me despite the fact that I'm not perfect. That way, first of all, when you meet someone else and they don't treat you the way you want to be treated, it's easy to be like, no, that's not going to work. I'm out because you are treating me worse than I treat myself. Because when people treat you worse than you treat yourself, that's when you wake up. If they treat you just as bad as you treat yourself, you don't realize it because it's not that bad. it's really not that bad. It has to be worse than you treat yourself. But at the same time,
Yeah.
you have standards. Like from the beginning of any relationship, friendship, what have you, it's going to be easy for you to be like, this is not okay, and walk away. Because coming from my background, it is hard to walk away when you feel that you're not good enough. You feel that people don't love you. I've been in a relationship where they just need to give you a little bit of attention. That's good. Like, oh no, they love me. I'm staying. I don't care. So for me, I had to learn to love me because I felt like no one loved me. I felt like no one understood me. And I thought, well, if no one loves me, how can I expect other people to love me when I don't even love me? So I thought I will love me. If no one else loves me, I'm going to love me. I'm going to date me. So in the process, I found me and I was like, wow, I am such an amazing person. I am great. And because I love me so much, I was like, I want other people to feel the love that I have. I've always been this person, so it doesn't really matter. But I used to do it being fake. I mean, I didn't know I was being fake, but you're trying to be nice, but inside you feel terrible. Whereas now it's like, yeah, I'm going to be nice because I want to be nice. And if there's some days I don't want to talk to people, I'm not going to talk to people. I'm not going to feel bad if they don't like me because that's okay. So loving me, it's how I learned that in the world, a lot of us don't love us. You know that by how we let people treat us. You know that by how we treat other people, or when you're in a bad mood and your real self comes out and you say something mean, that thing was there all along. Someone just triggered it to come out, right? Like,
Yeah.
There's so much going on in the world, little things that people do. And I was like, we don't love ourselves. That's why we treat each other that way. Like, we have words in the world. Meanwhile, we have smart people who have ambassador. We can use our words to communicate. But what do we do with our words? Oh, do you see what she's doing? Do you see what so-and-so is doing? Da, 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 da. We're using our words in a negative way because we don't love us. Because when you love you, first of all, you don't have time to be talking ill of other people. And you're not happy talking ill of other people because if they're suffering or doing something wrong, like, it doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't make the world a better place. You're not going to waste your energy on it. So, look, Yuko, I went on and on and on and on, but I hope I answered your question.
No, you are answering perfectly.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
You know what? Love yourself. It's simple things, but one of the most difficult things too.
Yes, it's a journey that never ends.
Yeah, I am on a journey to love myself too. Every day I have a moment like, oh my gosh, I pretend somebody else because I want to be loved. You know what?
You catch yourself?
I don't know, you might be related to it. I used to take 10 to 30 pictures, selfies, to post on one Instagram because I worry about what other people think.
Wow.
Right? And just like, it's not the self-love.
Wow.
If I love, and before I take a picture, selfie, I used to spend 20 to 30 minutes
to get ready.
They're done, everything done, and curls and missed curls and everything. Oh my gosh, I still have this.
No spinach in the teeth.
And then take 30 pictures.
What a mess. Wow.
I mean it. Like, just.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my gosh. I may take a great one picture, post on the Instagram, but I spend time to abuse myself because those times I was just saying, that's not enough. That's not enough. That picture's not enough. That face is not enough. How many times I said, how long did I spend the time to say, that's not enough to be one picture. But now it's easier. Like, I can probably, as long as I have my eyebrows, okay? I only have half eyebrows, right? I said as long as I have eyebrows, that's fine. I can be on the Instagram.
That's funny, Yuko.
They're sticking up. I don't care.
Hi, girls. Hi, Demonic Queen.
Your friends sending lots of love. That's so sweet. So, you know what? Because I used to think, how do I look from others? I didn't really think how I think. Like, I didn't really think about me. Right? So I find it's very, very important, self-love. I'm still on the way there. But I am another curious again. When did you realize, this is a self-love? I am loving myself right now, this moment. You felt free, like a release moment. Did you have ones?
I think it's a journey that continues because when I my last narcissistic, hopefully it's the last relationship that I was in with a narcissistic, when I got in a
Mm,
relationship with him, I was convinced that I loved myself.
yes.
However, when the relationship ended and everything that went through, I realized I thought I loved myself, but not really,
Not really.
right?
Yeah.
And so the pain was unbearable, but
Wow.
mostly I was so mad at me. It felt like, how could I let that happen? Because the truth is, my intuition was screaming at me. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna listen to that, because your intuition is telling you break up with him. You know how you pray like, oh, please show
Yeah.
me a sign, and then it shows you a sign. You're like, no, no, that's not the one, because that's not what you want to hear.
You put the lid on it, or you put it in a box and just shove it in somewhere, right?
Please send me a sign. All the signs, no, that's not, because that's not the sign you're looking for, so you're
No,
ignoring it.
no.
But I remember I was
That's
so
fine.
hurt and I was just so disgusted with myself. I couldn't believe I did that to myself. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
just I wanted to be a little bit more, I guess, conscious about self-love. And I was like, okay, if I was in a relationship with the perfect guy, what would I want him to say? What kind of things would I want him to do for me? All the things that I imagined that I would want from a partner, I would do it for. I mean, there are things that, but like
Mhm.
I would do things for myself because I
Yep.
thought if I'm not doing it for myself, I cannot expect someone to do it for me. So, go to the movie by yourself, order some flowers online for yourself, little things that you would want someone to do for you. And I just did it. And I did it even though it was uncomfortable.
Wow.
And the more I did it, the more comfortable it became. But also knowing who you are, like really being, this is who I am. And it doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter if they agree or if they don't agree. When you're really strong on your belief and you know who you are because of where you come from, other people can say whatever. One thing is that they don't know me. They've never lived my life. They don't know anything about me. They can have opinions. That's okay. But it's my life because when I die, Yuko, I'm gonna die alone. It doesn't matter how much you love me. We're not gonna be like, oh, we're bestie, let's die together, right? Like I'm gonna die alone. This is
That's
my
true.
life, and at the end of the day, I'm responsible for my actions. So I was like, these are my actions. I'm gonna live by them. I want to be a person that shows love to others. I want to be a person that when other people encounter, they feel some level of love. In order to do that, it has to be pure, and it's only pure if it's within me. Because if there's no light from within, it doesn't matter what you do. Like you can put light on yourself, but the light has to be inside so that when they turn the light off, it still shines. So I was like, I need to be this person. I need to be real with myself. I need to love me so much that when other people meet me, they see that no, this girl, she's not messing around, right? Like whether you're a friend, whether you're a romantic partner, you need to be able to see me and know that no, I take myself so seriously that
Yeah.
you cannot act around.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's my answer.
Wow. I love that.
What is it? Don't worry.
どうもありがとう。And then ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい means
Say.
I am so sorry. ごめんなさ
Okay,
い。
okay. I always wonder what it means. And last time I was watching one of your live, and you were like, I think you were like, oh, what was it? Oh shoot, I forgot the only Japanese word that I know.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
um, you say
こんばん
oh,
は。
oi something?
ありがとうございます。
Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. I was like, okay, what gozaimasu?
Thank you
That's the
so
part.
much. Yes, thank you so much for coming back. Oh
Of
my
course.
gosh, I'm so sorry. I learned. Hey, I cannot connect. During live, I shouldn't reconnect my earbud. I am so sorry. I learned. It's a
Okay,
journey.
it's okay.
I learned so
Yes,
many things and journey.
yes, you go.
Oh my gosh, but thank you for your time. So, I have a few more questions. Like my friend, okay, she's here. She said, it's great stories. She loved your story. She loved your
Oh,
journey already.
thank you, arigato.
Yeah. Arigato. I think you learn through people.
Hmm.
Like I am sure, like, we all sometimes like terrible relationships, family, friends, boyfriend, whoever, it's terrible, but we can learn through them too.
That's right. I agree.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
then what you learned, you're sharing,
Yes.
right? And then
Yes.
you been helping so many people.
That's the plan.
Yeah, because you offered with so many ways. I blow like I was very stunned how much stuff you have. Like I just touched the link tree and just like, oh my gosh, she's selling t-shirt. Oh my gosh, like like she's offering ebook and you're even offering free coaches, Spanish and French, and you have YouTube channels, right?
Yes,
That's me.
ma'am.
Yeah. You do it all by yourself?
You know how it is. You don't have a choice.
Like me.
You don't have
I'm
a
same
choice, so
way.
you gotta have to. You're your own person, especially when you just start a business. You take your own pictures.
Yep.
You do your own this. You do your own that. You do your own marketing. You do your own finance until you know.
I am so related to it.
Oh my gosh.
It looks beautiful Instagram. It looks the pictures and video looks beautiful, but
Oh, thank you.
behind the scene, yeah, it's
Behind the scene, oh, no one knows.
no one knows.
Struggle.
Like our hair gets messy. We just like, oh
Oh
my gosh,
Lord.
like spend
Or
time to editing everything.
like you have a day, it's a filming day. I used to have this and it's like, oh, I have acne. I'm not filming. I'm not
Oh yeah.
filming. But these days it's like I have acne, my hair is messed up, who cares? Like,
Okay.
I hope people are not coming online to be like, oh, nice hair.
Sometimes you know what? Funny things happening. You show up messy hair. That's time you get a compliment. Oh, I like your hair wild. I just like, oh,
Like,
really?
okay. Nice. New style.
I know,
Oh
life
my.
is funny. I know. You can't take it too serious. Serious. It's like you have to turn it into fun too, whatever is happening.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. I find it if I do too serious, especially on IG live, if I talk really, really serious, intense, my IG live disappears.
Ah,
It happened to
interesting.
me. Yeah, it happened to me. It
Wow.
happened to my friends, Esmeralda. It happened to the other friends. I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
Something the way God's saying, like, you know what, Yuko, I understand, but you
Mm-hmm.
have to have a little laugh,
Mm-hmm.
spread the joy, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't want to waste your time, Rose. So I have like two questions I ask my guest, right? You live in California, you live in for a year. Did you find you have favorite restaurants and you have favorite menu? You can just kind of recommend us just in case I go see you.
So it's tricky,
Mm.
um, because this part of California, I don't think the food is as good as Austin. And moving from Austin, I think Austin definitely has better food and better places. So,
Mm-hmm. You still?
and, I, and I'm not a going out type of person, right? Like I moved here when I was working, so I mostly work, which makes me happy. So it doesn't feel like I'm missing out. And when I do eat out, I order out. I'm not gonna lie to you, but there's no restaurant that makes me. It's okay. It's good enough, but it's not. I don't have a
Oh,
favorite
okay.
one. It's not that good. It's okay.
It's
It's all right.
okay. Or where's your favorite restaurant when you grew up? Like, or what did you like to eat? Like,
My favorite
me,
food,
yeah, yeah.
it's fried plantain. Like I like it a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Addictive. I like that one too. Wow.
Yeah, I love plantain. So
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
be like my favorite food. But other than that, I like fruits. Like my favorite fruit is passion fruit,
Yep.
pineapple, mango, and I wouldn't say I'm a foodie, but I do like trying out different food. So if I live somewhere where they had a lot of different restaurants and the food was great, that would be my favorite thing to do. Like go out with a friend to catch up and over a nice meal. That's nice.
Yeah, that's the thing, Stu. You eat with the friends with, great friends
hmm
with great
hmm
conversations.
There's something about eating with other people. Somehow that makes the food taste better.
Yep.
Like it's so
I
fun
don't
to
know.
eat
Yeah,
together.
yeah. That's so true. Like just like create some, I don't know, extra seasoning, magic seasonings. Just so you put the like magic salt or something too,
Yes,
right?
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's important. That's why it's like here in Ontario, we're just starting to opening up. we're allowed to eat patio with like I think up to 4 people,
Okay,
right?
nice.
Right? So we're gonna enjoy that. We miss just eating out with friends. So
Hmm.
I know what you mean though. Yeah, food tastes much better when you're eating with like good friends. Yes.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So one more thing. Where is on your journey, self-love, on your journey, where is your next destination? Like maybe you wanna just
Oh,
be like be more into coaching or speaking, or I don't know, whatever the things you have a goal.
mm.
But next destination, I like just going a little bit. I don't say like where's your goal. I just want
Yes.
to ask next destination.
So right now is to, keep working one-on-one with individuals because it's a learning process. It's a new journey. We're all learning. But in
Mm-hmm.
the long-term goal is obviously to multiply, right? Like to train people who want to be self-love coaches because that way they love themselves. They teach other people to love themselves. We multiply. We have more people loving themselves. So my goal would be to be doing big training classes to help people to love themselves or help them become self-love coaches. So
Yes.
that's the goal, and
Ah,
hopefully finish my book that has been just not moving.
it's yeah, it's a work. It's a I mean, it's life, I don't know, life purpose, work, book. I would
Mm-hmm.
imagine. Even if I do post one Facebook page, I mean, one post, that's a
Yes.
work
Yes,
for
yes,
me.
yes, yes. We think about this. We don't just wake up and say, "Hey, I'm just going to post this picture." You think about it. How does this affect my audience? How does this
Yeah.
affect my
Yep.
audience, right? So it is what we're creating content, which.
Creating content is work.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Wow, I'm so looking forward to it. That's nice. So, and then you probably is gonna just train the people. And so eventually you're gonna have like a group sessions, a group
Yes,
coaching, and like
yes, yes.
that would be so
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. I am very looking forward to seeing you expand. You needed to spread self-love, right?
Thank you, Yoko. You're so
Yes.
sweet. Thank you so
Oh, you're
much.
welcome.
You're
We're
the
all
same.
waiting for your voice, your love. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And then if people want to find you, like where is the best place to reach you, Rose?
Here on Instagram, I definitely, this is it. This is my home. So
Hmm.
if I'm spending time on social media, definitely here on Instagram would be the best
Okay.
place to connect with me.
You're very active on Instagram.
I
I
am.
love that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you so much. So, people, if you want to learn about more self-love from Rose, connect with Rose. She'll give you lots of great contents, and then she'll make your life much, much more lovable, right?
Oh,
Oh,
Yuko, this was really nice for me. I loved your energy in your video. So you're just the same like on the video. Thank you for your energy. You're so sweet. Thank you for having me. This was awesome. We had so much fun talking and laughing. Thank
I
you.
know. Thank you so much, Rose. Thank you for your time.
Of
Thank you
course.
for
Nobody
sharing your
got
energy. Yeah. どうもありがとうございます.
Have a
We're
wonderful
almost.
day. Bye bye.
Yeah, you too.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.